Hello, my friends. It's Jory with the Blissful Knowing, numerologist, intuitive counselor, and happiness coach, here with a weekly guidance and an August energy report live stream, August energy recap live stream. We did the big giant kahuna of a live stream last week for August, which was quite a long live stream. So I'm looking forward to a shorter, more concise report for you guys. It was a lot. And I know a lot of you guys probably were like, I don't have time to watch this whole thing. I didn't even have time to watch the whole replay. So I will be as concise as I can talking about the August energy recap, and then we'll go into our weekly guidance. Let me just get our cards first, and then I'll recap August. We're going to do, hi Amy, we're going to do, and there was someone else I missed already that popped down. Hi, whoever's there. All right, so we're going to do our weekly guidance with my Blissful Knowing Inner Guidance cards, what we have, what we want, what we need, and what we get. And then we'll do our blessing to remember from my Zen Blossoms Flowering Intuition cards. And our challenge to embrace from my Love is Everywhere, Hearts in Nature, Follow Your Heart meditation cards. Always showing that same one. I feel like I need to show other ones. All right, I need to shuffle these, huh? All right, so let's get the cards out while you guys are coming on. Hi, Kimberly. And then we will recap August for those of you that missed the live stream, or for those of you that just need to hear it again, what the energies are from a numerological standpoint in August. Yay, Kimberly. Okay, I just saw this one. I feel like I need to pick a new one. Okay. We'll get our blessing to remember. Yay! Yes, Kimberly, and you got on like right in the beginning, so you're not going to miss any of the fun. All the crazy right here for you from the get-go. I feel like there's a hair on my lip. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's as poofy as we're going to get. Hey, Rebecca. How cool. You're on live. That is phenomenal. Good morning to you on the other side of the world. Love that. All right, cool. I feel like I need to get a little more adjusted here. Okay. So before we do our cards, I want to recap August a bit. So we are now in energies from a numerological standpoint of 8 and 5. Themes of 8, abundance, manifestation, financial security, strength, power, control, taking control, goals, making things happen, masculine energy. And 5 energy, hold on guys, hold on. 5 energy is about change and freedom and breaking out, outside the box, nonconformist, indulgence, enjoying life, living in the now. Okay, there's really a hair on my lip and I can't get it off. That's going to drive me so crazy. 5 is entrepreneurship, promotion, marketing, celebrating. And let me go back to 8 a little bit. 8 is long-term thinking, strategizing, mapping things out. So together, because they can be very different energies, I did mention that the 8 wants to plan out the whole future and the 5 wants to live in the now. So there's a battle there. Not really a battle, but it's kind of like you have to just kind of, what's the word? Soothe both of those energies. But together, in harmony, the 8 and 5 are asking you to take control of your life by making a change or by breaking free. And a lot of times that change is an internal change. The most important change, Christy, yay, that's so awesome you're here. The most important change you can make is an internal change, a shift in your perception, a shift in your belief system. And that's one of my specialties, is helping people to break free from their limiting belief system, because your reality is just a reflection of what you believe most strongly to be true. Your reality is built, the skeleton of your reality is built on your beliefs. So beliefs are very important, and a lot of people don't really even consider or understand the connection that beliefs have to our reality. And you can't have an emotion without an underlying belief. So when you're having negative emotion, it's important that you recognize the underlying belief, which can sometimes be really hard because it's a subconscious belief. But I am very grateful to have the opportunity and the gift to be able to look very deeply into the subconscious and be able to help you see those hidden subconscious beliefs that may be blocking things in your life for you. So that's exciting. So that's the breakthrough work that we do. So taking control to make a change. With the 5, it's very unpredictable. It's kind of dizzying energy because it's rapid changes, out of the blue surprises and twists and turns, zigzags. And even for me, I'm a 5 life path, so I'm used to it. It feels dizzying. It's like, oh gosh, now that changed. It's very fickle. It's like, okay, that's going to stick. Nope, that's not. That's changed. That's changing. Oh, that's going to happen. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, that's not exciting. It's crazy. So the 8 is very grounded, and you really want to find that inner strength, which 8 can offer you, that groundedness. And so I was shown today this analogy of like a pole with a balloon, a helium balloon tied to the pole. So like the helium balloon would be representative of the 5, and the wind is blowing and it's changing direction and it's getting knocked all over the place. But if it's tied to the pole, it's grounded. So you want to have that strong spiritual basis, that faith, that basis in faith, which we were all called to really hone in on for July's energy of 7, which was the faith seeker. So we want to have that strong foundation of faith, that strong spiritual basis. And that way, whatever changes come our way, whatever surprises, whatever externals come our way that we may not feel prepared for, we have that strong internal knowing and connection to source, connecting to the higher self where all the control is. The higher self has control over all of it, and we just need to surrender our control to the higher self, because 8 wants to control everything, and 5 is like here to prove that you can't control circumstances, you can't control externals, but you can control your beliefs and you can control your response to the external circumstances. So that's the kind of work that we're focusing on now, and of course I'm here to help you do that in a private session anytime. Love it so much. I do. So breakthrough, taking control, having a goal. Now the 8 wants to have this goal. It has a destination. It maps things out. But because 5 is changing things and it's not linear, 5 is never going to be linear, and the 8's got this whole thing mapped out. I was suggesting to you in the last week's live stream that instead of having a goal of a physical destination and where you want to be in life, to have a more general goal of how you want to feel. Because when you tell life, here's how I want to feel, then life can surprise you and match you up with things that will bring about that feeling within you. You're letting go of insistence. Insistence is resistance. So you're letting go of attachments to the outcome. You're focusing on generally how you want to feel, and you're giving life a lot more leeway to surprise and delight you, because it can be super frustrating for the 8 energy when it doesn't get exactly what it wants, because it wants to control everything. And the 5 is just like all over the map, and it's kind of like whack-a-mole. The 8's trying to whack the mole, that game that they had at like Chuck E. Cheese. And so there's a new thing popping up all the time that the 8's trying to get a handle on, and it's just not going to work. So focus on how you want to feel. That's my advice for the month. Let the emotion be the goal and enjoy the ride. It can be a roller coaster, but if you can just flow and surf the waves of this up and down 5 energy, it's really, really helpful if you do know the emotional closet cleaning technique that I teach in my emotional closet cleaning session, because that really helps you when it's kind of this chutes and ladders energy of 5, where like things get like so exciting and you get really high, and then something happens that really disappoints you and lets you down, and you get really low. And I'll help you to climb back up that ladder every time that chute drops you to the bottom. I know how dynamic the 5 energy can be with extreme highs and lows. So finding our balance, finding our internal strength to be able to get back up again if something from the 5 knocks you down, be one of those inflatable, those little things you punch, the little punching things where it gets pushed back and then it comes back up. Bob back up, and I can teach you how to do that. So last week's cards were for the entire month. They were reminding us that we are vibrational beings. They were talking about the law of attraction, and that's 8, manifesting, talking about manifesting what you want wants you, and reminding us to detox our life, let go of the limiting beliefs, break free from them, and also to trust the timing, because again, 5 is not linear. 5 is not going to go A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. It's going to just hop. It's going to take quantum leaps. And then our last card for the month's theme was to find some downtime, because 5 does want to, again, break free, take some time off, even though the 8 wants to work. So finding a good balance between working and accomplishing, but also taking time off for yourself and enjoying the moment instead of having this whole future thing that's stressing you. So that was our monthly recap. You can watch that live stream. I will link it below. But now it's time for the weekly guidance. So this is guidance that's just for this week until I come back on for another live stream. And who knows when that will be, since 5 is unpredictable. All right, so what we have, what we want, what we need, and what we get from my Blissful Knowing Inner Guidance cards. Here we go, what we have. Ooh, I love this. Trust your intuition. That's delicious. Oh, I love that for what we have. Yay, I'm already just like buzzing from excitement over this one. Okay, trust your intuition. This is what we have. I feel like it's saying you have a trustworthy intuition. Each of us is born with an internal guidance system that gently leads us in the direction of our desires. Learn to recognize and trust your inner voice. The more you consult and trust your intuition, the smoother your life will flow. Ask yourself if you have been ignoring or disregarding your gut feelings and instincts. It's time to pay closer attention to the subtle messages your higher self is offering you. It is subtle. It's important that we have our antennas up. The higher our vibration is, the higher our frequency is, the higher our antenna is, the better our receptivity is to hear that clear guidance from our internal GPS system. Trust your intuition. Again, 7 energy of July was asking us to go within, to get clarity, to meditate, to do some soul searching, and to tune in to our intuition, to get quiet and really hear those intuitive whispers. So hopefully you're feeling that clarity from 7, and now you're ready with a new goal and a new direction, or you have clarity on your direction with this 8 energy, which is about having a direct path and a goal. So trust your intuition. Your intuition is here to lead you in the direction of your desires. The cards that I offer, especially the Love is Everywhere deck, these are created to strengthen your intuition because they have one word on them. So it's up to you to listen to what your intuition has to say about each card to fill in the blanks. They're like a conversation starter with your higher self. But the Blissful Knowing Inner Guidance cards are also good for getting intuitive guidance. They're just a little more straightforward. They're going to give you more information. So you're not going to be depending on your intuition as much to interpret them. But some people need that. That's why they work great to have both. All right, depends what you need in the moment. Sometimes you want to tune in and get your own answer. Sometimes you just need the guidance to tell you flat out what you need to know. So trust your intuition is what we have. We have an intuition that is trustworthy, and hopefully that 7 energy in July helped to strengthen your spiritual foundation so that you are feeling solid and grounded during this whirlwind 5 energy and feeling like you are standing in the eye of the storm, so that even if things are changing around you and swirling around you and flip-flopping, it's not going to knock you off your course. That's the goal. Don't lose sight of your end goal, your emotional end goal. How do I want to feel? Do you want to feel secure? Do you want to feel peaceful? Do you want to feel abundant? Do you want to feel expansive? Do you want to feel excited? Do you want to feel loved? Do you want to feel supported? I could go on and on, but I won't, because I'm trying to keep this somewhat short. I have to be realistic. It's not going to be short. It's me. Okay. What we want is our next card. Oh my gosh, this is wonderful. I have to do a pom-pom. Even the first card deserved a pom-pom. What we want, see past, oh, got an itch. See past the illusions. This is what we want. We want to see past the illusions. Yes, I feel this. This is such a powerful card. Fear can convince us that things are worse than they actually are. When we believe in our fears, we are subscribing to a reality that we don't prefer. Learning to recognize fear is the first step toward overcoming it. An improved experience is waiting for you, but first you must see beyond the illusions that your fears have created. Remember that there is always a blue sky behind the clouds, and don't buy the story that your fear is trying to sell to you. Blue sky behind the clouds. That's why I picked this blue card and white text. Blue sky. Even though the sky looks gray, it's always blue behind the clouds. So see past the clouds. See past the illusions. If things look like they're not going your way, trust that everything is serving you. The contrast is there to serve us, because the contrast inspires the improved experience. By knowing what we don't want, we more clearly know what we do want. And when we are clear in what we do want, the universe picks up on that signal, keeps track of our preferences, and hears that very clear signal and responds very, very effectively to that clear signal. We just need to get out of the way and open up and stay in receptive mode so we can allow the solution and the improved experience in. Okay, so what we need, here we go. Oh, we need to love ourselves. I feel like another pom-pom, guys. This is so important because loving yourself is the foundation of everything. Everything, everything, everything. Love yourself. It starts with you. It starts with you. When we love ourselves, life reflects that love back to us. Know that you are worthy and wonderful. Get to know yourself on a deeper level so that you can accept and appreciate all that you are. Put yourself first and know that you deserve all that life has to offer. Do not compare yourself to others. You are perfectly you and becoming more each day. Give yourself credit for all you have experienced and accomplished so far, and remember that self-love is the key to happiness and success. Why? Because the universe is just reflecting. The universe is a hall of mirrors. Life is just reflecting back to you, again, your beliefs. And if you're loving yourself, then you will see that as a reflection throughout your life, that life is loving you and supporting you and believing in you because you are believing in you. You will see that as a ripple, as a reflection, but it has to start with you. And so when this card says get to know yourself on a deeper level so that you can accept and appreciate all that you are, for me, I've mentioned this several times, numerology was the way for me to get to know myself on a deeper level so I could accept and appreciate all that I was. So numerology is what gave me the ability to love myself and celebrate myself and understand myself and really hone in on my gifts and talents and live a life that's in accordance to the truth of who I am. It's aligned with my authentic self. So I do offer personalized numerology readings. There are written readings. I highly recommend, though, that you start with a phone session, an intuitive phone session where we talk about your numbers, we talk about the highlights of your chart, and then we hear from your guides, and then we can talk about anything that's on your mind. It's such a great way to cover all the bases and really make sure you're getting the spiritual nourishment and clarity that you need. So love yourself. Do something for yourself. Take care of yourself. Give yourself permission to have that downtime. Give yourself permission to enjoy your life, to take time off, to purchase a session. I had to throw that in there with me. TheBlissfulKnowing.com, by the way, is my website where you can go and book a session. Love yourself is what you need to do, because when we're not feeling love for ourselves, it's that negative spiral, that downward chutes and ladder shoot down into the fear and the negativity. And so it's harder to hear our intuition because we're kind of shrouded in the darkness, in the limited beliefs, in the false beliefs about ourselves. Okay, so what we get is our last card from this deck. This little piece of hair is in my eye all the time. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so funny, you guys. Palm. I need a palm. Ah. Okay, so remember, shedding. Remember how I saw the card, and so I was like, no, I'm going to put it back and pick a different card because I saw it and I didn't want to know what it was. I wanted to be surprised. It's the same card. It is the same card. It came back. It was like, oh no, you don't, Jor. You're trying to control 8 because you want to be surprised. 5. And the card came back. This is the card we were meant to get all along. New Horizons. It's a great card. This is what we get, guys. New Horizons. I mean, it's a totally awesome card. I just wanted to be surprised. And my ego was trying to control the reading. And so it put it back in the deck. And sure enough, life goes, doesn't work that way. Surrender to the higher power, which is going to tell you this is the right card. So funny. So New Horizons is what we get. Yes, because, it's law of attraction. It's our frequency that's picking the card. Whatever's a match to our frequency, whatever card is a match to our frequency is going to show up. So it's like I'm this same magnet that's magnetized to this card, so I can put it back all I want, and I'm still going to be a magnet to the card, because this is the card that we all, as a collective, as a group, as a soul family, have attracted. This is what's on our collective frequency, this card. It's a match to us. So what we get, New Horizons. Yay. Who doesn't want that? A chapter is ending and positive changes are on the horizon. Find freedom in releasing the past and living in the now. Let go of anything that is weighing you down. It's time to start fresh. Welcome this new phase of your life and look forward to exploring new and exciting experiences. Delicious. Every minute is an opportunity for a new beginning. It is a new beginning. It's fresh. We are constantly shifting through parallel realities. Every moment is new. And we are creating our past from our present, which is kind of trippy for our brains, our linear brains. But it's called hop your noodle poodle. We're hopping noodles. When we're on a new noodle, we have a new future and a new past. What did I use? Well, I used to use the analogy of the guitar strings that we're shifting. If you were to lay a guitar straight out ahead of you and you're looking at the neck of the guitar, those strings would be like your parallel realities that we're constantly shifting to. So you're just hopping to a different string and suddenly you have a new forward and backward, future and past. So I like to say hop your noodle poodle because I've been shown the analogy that we live in this bowl of spaghetti and we're like teeny tiny and we fit on the little spaghetti noodle and we're walking along the spaghetti noodle and that's our timeline, and suddenly we come across another noodle in the bowl and we can hop to a totally different noodle. We can hop to a totally different reality. Quantum leap, that's the energy we're in with this 5. It doesn't like to go slow and it doesn't like to go in order. It likes to jump into extreme expansion, out of the blue expansion, fast forward, poof. It's really where the poof came from, because as a 5, I lived that life where it's like all of a sudden there's something major that just poofs and it's like, whoa, now everything changed. So it's exciting, but it's hard for people who like to plan and aren't used to going with the flow. And I think it's super important. I just want to go on, talk about hopping noodles. I want to go on a little bit of a tangent for a second and say that for those of us, I can't put me in this bowl of spaghetti. For those of you that are having a hard time with the 5, with the things getting thrown at you, and it forces us to live in the now, and we are letting go of the old ways, the old structures, the old way of doing things, the old earth energy. And so this really is important to learn as a way of being in the new earth energy, which is living in the moment, living in the now, like the card says, and trusting that that next stepping stone will appear, not having a map, not having a destination except for how you want to feel. That's the goal. And again, letting life surprise you, flowing, just navigating one stepping stone at a time and letting yourself as a deliberate creator create that next stepping stone for yourself. Because people come to me and yes, I consider myself a psychic, but I really don't like that word. I like the word intuitive better, because Psychic has a connotation where you think, I'm going to tell you your entire future. And I always tell people there is no set future. There is no one solid future. We live in a quantum reality. There are infinite timelines. There are infinite noodles. It's choose your own adventure. Do you guys remember those books? As a kid, I had choose your own adventure. It said, if you want to go on this path, go to this chapter. If you want to go on this path, go to this chapter. It wasn't linear. So every choice you make gives you an opportunity to hop on a different noodle with a different outcome of your life. And you can zig and zag. It's not that you miss out on any opportunities. You can zig back to the noodle you used to be on, or it seems like the noodle you used to be on, but it's really a different noodle. But it's about letting yourself create that next stepping stone, being centered and grounded in the now, and trusting that whatever unfolds is going to benefit you, and that life is keeping track of your preferences and allowing life to surprise and delight you without having an attachment or insistence on the outcome. Let life surprise and delight you by being open. 5 is open-minded. Being a free spirit, that's 5. Being open and by being receptive, in the receptive mode. I don't know what's going to come, but I know it's going to be exciting. It's going to be good. And I know that the universe is keeping track of my preferences. So I just got to relax, sit back and allow it, and then take inspired action as the momentum and the passion and the excitement leads me from one stepping stone to the next. Dot to dot to dot. And then you look back and you go, oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful path I've been on. All right. So we have our blessing to remember and our challenge to embrace. Here we go. Blessing to remember. Hopefully the audio is good this time. We had some issues last time. That was a bummer. Ooh, there it is. This is funny. Attentiveness. Now for me, this card is the card of being present in the moment, like I was just saying. Now the reason why I picked the word attentiveness for this card is actually called a wallflower, but it has this gorgeous feather pattern on the petals. It's kind of hard to see. I'm trying to get the camera to pick it up. But this flower is the size of a quarter. It's so tiny. So unless you are fully present in the moment and really paying attention to your surroundings, you're not going to see this gorgeous beauty of life that God has created, the divine has created, this beautiful feathered pattern for us to appreciate the beauty of. So being present enough to notice these little things, and that also creates a state of gratitude and appreciation, which is so important in this new energy, and will carry you into more things to be appreciative of and to feeling more abundant in your life, which the 8 wants to feel. So paying attention, attentiveness, paying attention to the little things, to the signs that life is guiding you and supporting you, to the exciting things, the opportunities, paying attention, being present in the moment, and then taking inspired action if you are feeling that that's what those signs are there for, but also just noticing the beauty, because 5 is here to celebrate life. 5 is here to enjoy the now. Celebrate the beauty and the little things around you that you may not notice if you're too focused on the future and where you're going. You're missing what's here and now. Enjoy the now. That's the blessing to remember, is that there's so much magic and beauty all around us to be discovered if we can stay in the present moment and cherish those things instead of getting caught up on where am I going to be in the future? Where am I going to be 3 years from now? What am I going to do? How am I going to get there? The ego's trying to figure it out, and it's not the ego's job. It's not the physical mind's job to conceive. It's only the physical mind's job to perceive the beauty around you. Think of it as a diving mask, and you're under the water. It's helping you to see around you. Blessing to remember. Pay attention. Be in the now. And again, trust. When you're in the now, you're not freaking out. You're trusting in the knowing that life will unfold according to your preferences and your expansion, desires for expansion. Challenge to embrace from our Love is Everywhere cards. Oh, we got it. Wisdom. Challenge to embrace wisdom. This goes back to trusting your intuition. This is the intuition card. For me, when I get this card in the deck, it means your intuitive wisdom, your inner guidance. Our challenge to embrace is to go back to that place again, no matter what's swirling around you, no matter what's happening or no matter what's not happening in your externals. Go within. July taught us, Go within. Get to that grounded knowing, that place of knowing, that inner knowing. The blissful knowing is about living a life blissfully because you know that you're supported. You know that you're connected. You know that you're loved and you're taken care of. And you can enjoy your life in a state of bliss because your brain, your ego isn't trying to figure out everything and solve all these problems that your higher self's already worked out. You just need to surrender to the higher self and let the higher self take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. You've heard it. However you want to call, whatever you want to call, whatever works for you spiritually, fill in the blank, but trust and have faith that there is a higher power in control that is absolutely wanting to make sure that you are so supported, so abundant. You deserve all of the beautiful, wonderful things in this life. You are worthy. It's your job to get in the receptive mode. It's your job to stay in a state of appreciation and stay in the present moment so that you're not missing those intuitive hits that are saying, hey, you know what? If you do this thing right here, you might actually get somewhere you really want to go. You might get some really exciting magic, but you've got to be present, have that antenna up, and be in that receptive mode to get that clear guidance. We don't want staticky reception. And we have staticky reception when we are buying into the illusions, when we're letting the clouds clog our intuitive pathways, creating static. So, I got you guys. I have this thing where I made focaccia bread. I don't know if you guys remember that post, and it was so good. And then ever since I've been saying, I got you focaccia. I got you focaccia. I got you. If you need assistance with anything, with clarity, with support, with cheerleading, cheer you on. I'm a coach. I'm a counselor. I can help you. theblissfulknowing.com is my website. I will put the link below. So many great things on there that all work together holistically to help enhance your life and give you that feeling of clarity and make sure you feel that you're set on your path and you're clear in your knowing. So I love this spread. This is a beautiful spread. I'm really happy about it. I love these weekly guidance live streams because they're just shorter. I can show up and just wait and see what comes through instead of having to think about all the numbers and all the energies of the month. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please do say hi if you're watching the replay. It seems like the audio is working. Hallelujah. See, that contrast inspired that improved experience because last week's inaudibility created the clarity of sound today, hopefully. So please say hi if you're watching the replay, and I hope to connect with you for a private session. I also have my written mini readings if you just need a little bit of guidance. Oh, and if you guys want, if you're interested in knowing what your personal month energy is for August, send me a private message for $10. I can give back. Yay, that was so weird. It was like all kinds of colors. If you want to know your August energies for 2022, your personal month energies, send me a private message. And for $10, I'll send you the blurb, which would come from my 2022 personal year forecast that has all your months for you. So that's like a little mini reading on numerology if you want some clarity on that. Hey, Sandy. Yay. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks for saying hi. I will read all your comments and hope to be back soon. Bye.